So this is our group in which we have I myself, Bhupendra, Isha, Mehul, and Muthu. So our topic was of the case study which was given to us of was the NGO which name is Green Horizon. Next slide. Yeah. So in this, the NGO was facing the three basic issues, which are funding challenges, balancing environmental and social goals, and the third one was capacity monitoring. And the question which was the problem statement which was given to us as a consultant to solve this was like Green Horizon has to address its sustainability challenges and enhance its capacity impact to the community itself. Like they have to maintain the sustainability challenges also, and that should impact the community also, while balancing with both environmental and social goals, so that their financial stability can be maintained. As in the case we have read that from $5 lakh they have been reduced, their funding has been reduced to 3.3 lakh 50,000 dollars. So they have to maintain their, how can they maintain their financial also? This was the question, was problem statement which was given to us. And for that we have made the strategy, like four strategy in which we are focusing on. The first one is the hybrid mix of funding portfolio sources. Like what are the methods, like different source of method which they can use so that they can get the fund for their portfolio. And the second one is the growth, sustainability, and inclusion reinforcing strategy. In this, they will tell about we will tell them that how the growth will be there, sustainability, and the how the reinforcing strategy for inclusion to be used. The third one is the corporate ESG goals, like what are the ESG goals which they can use for their collaboration. And the fourth part is the community-based enterprise solution, like how the community they can build around their themselves, so that which they can help to the farmers to which they cater. And what impact will make, according to us, they will make the three kind of impact. The first one is the self-sustainable funding mechanism. Second one is the social environmental dividend policy, which is also like an ESG. And the third one is the stakeholder collaboration and community engagement, like what are all the stakeholders which are there, which impacts. So we will take all of them in the collaboration and ask them that what are your feedback and how can we help you, so and what impact does it make to you. The further will be explained by Muthu. Muthu, start.
Muthu's camera is not working.
Recording pause.
Muthu, if we are facing any problem, you can.
Hello, in this slide, we are going to see, we are going to analyze the case. In this case, we have given an NGO that is Green Horizon. It is an NGO started by environmental activists and social entrepreneurs on 2008. The main mission is to empower communities, empower rural communities in the developing countries by promoting sustainable agriculture and livestock production. There are mainly three challenges in this. The challenges are funding challenges, capacity and monitoring, environmental versus social goals. In the funding challenges, the funding of the company is lowered by the year 2019 due to various reasons, which will be explained in detail further. The capacity and monitoring challenge consists of the workforce of the NGO is about 3 labors. So they are not able to monitor their process efficiently. So there is a lack in this performance analysis also. And the third one is environmental versus social goals. So the social entrepreneurs and the environmental activities in some situations, people prioritize on the economic development, and some people prioritize on the sustainable practices. So there is a conflict in the interest. Further in this, we have decided the action plan. It is of 3 points, which is first is diversify the funding, second one is focus on transition, and third one is parallel timelines. The further slides will be explained by my teammates.
Yeah, so proceeding with the next slide, we first problem statement for this case is like they are facing the problem of lack of finance, and right now they are gathering finance from just one source, that is the idea source, and this is decreasing their kind of revenue they are earning. So what we are thinking is to expand their ways of earning different revenues, so they can basically segregate their earning of receiving the funds from different sources. First solution what we think is of that they can provide is enterprise based subsidiaries, like they can directly sell their eco-friendly direct trading practices, they can follow where they can sell their eco-friendly agricultural livestock products. And second is to bidding in the marketplace, like if they will bid for the projects in the development marketplace, that will stand out with for them in terms of growth and poverty. And second, and also it will help in private enterprise. This is a more approachable to have sustainable financial projects. And third will be like collaborative enterprise and farm franchising, so basically they can earn a sum of dividend from them after expanding their services with the local partners. They can help them. This can be their third source of revenue for their earnings. And the fourth one can be the basis what we have suggested is the gift based decentralized funding mix on web. So there they can recommend, they can basically let the other donors to come and fund for this eco-friendly product. So can you go to the next slide? So basically, what the traditional method is followed is they are gathering funds from just one source, and with the new method, new future framework they can follow can be they can gather different percentage of funds from different sources, and it can help them in the future progress for their organization and to spread more eco-friendly products, and it can help them manage their sustainable practices. Yeah, so next slide will be followed by the, and also why we recommend this will be, can you go to the next previous? Yeah, so it will help them in, it will reduce their vulnerability. Like they are facing a huge problem of market fluctuation, where idea owners, the funds they are getting right now, and it's getting decreased because people are not willing to invest more, and they are not having, because of market fluctuation problem the NGO is facing from this kind of method can also help them to reduce the market fluctuation, and the economic downturns also they can eradicate. Yeah, so proceeding forward with the next.
Yes, the next problem which was Green Horizon facing was balancing their environmental and social goals. As going through the case study, we saw that they were not able to manage their environmental and social goals because some communities were prioritizing economic development over sustainable practices, because there should be an revenue generated through some sustainable practices, which was not happening through Green Horizon. So also the majority of farmers were practicing slash and burn techniques, which were leads to deforestation and soil erosion. And it was 100% and opposite to the Green Horizons goals, and due to which they were not able to achieve their sustainable practices goal. So to overcome this situation, as we need to focus on win-win situation. The farmers also should be benefited, and the NGO should also have the positive income source. Also, the farmers should have the positive income source. So the sub goals will be to achieve the prosperity and well-being of both both on the both side, adding inclusion, productive work, and life satisfaction for all, and long-term tenable view on growth. So to balance this environment and social goals, keeping sustainable practices in adding in with, and also focusing on the financial aspect of revenue generation. So the best strategy we can use a source of renewable energy, which will leads to balance sustainable practices, as well as we can earn something, and also we can give something positive capex to the farmers to earn some money through this strategy of renewable energy. So one of is solar energy, which will leads to farmers to operate their life cycle of farming, and also promoting solar lighting with intention of eradicating the use of kerosene lamps. So kerosene lamps can be altered with the solar lights, and which will also leads to the integrated supply chain. And with the help of solar energy, the farmers will cultivate wild foods, crops, and also dig out fresh water from ground level, and also do some kind of business with this. Also a plant derived medicine, which can be a best source of earning money, and which farmers also can be benefited, and also the NGO also get good positive side. And the next is collaborative selling livestock and dairy supply, and overall processes can be owned. And also the capex management can be a better with the renewable source of energy. And with this strategy, there is a win-win situation between farmers and NGO, and the impact will be better income community. Better income community can be generated, and sustainable farm practices can also be achieved. And yes, we can enhance biodiversity, economic viability also increases, and also additional income source to the farmers can also be added through it. And yes, benefit in both the areas, and enhance overall impact can be generated. And yes, the next slide will be taken by my colleague.
So the next major problem that the NGO was facing was capacity and monitoring. The main issue was that there was a lack of employees for the NGO to work with, and that's the reason this is an issue. Also, monitoring the situation or monitoring the performance of the NGO was another challenge. So what we came up with is the NGO, that is Green Horizon, can collab with ESG compliant firms. So in India, it's a mandate for companies with more than 10 billion rupees turnover, and or 50 million rupees in net profit. They have to at least spend minimum 2% of their net profits on CSR activities, and which they can monitor using their ESG frameworks. So partnering with this ESG compliant firms can help the NGO to get in more volunteers to volunteer for their programs, and get into the root cause, that is helping these farmers achieve sustainable farming practices. So collaborating them with them on social impact, which can also further get investment funds for the NGO, and organize joint events with with these companies, such as community cleanups and fundraising drives, which can bring together employees at a social level, and so that the impact of the NGO can be understood by these firms, and then we can further enhance the productivity. So second idea was to have college and school competitions, where there would be of mentorship offered to students who win, or whose projects can be recognized, and who come up with some innovative idea, so they can be mentored, and their idea can be nurtured for a better sustainable practice, where we can also provide internship and job opportunities. So what this will do will get us more volunteers to willingly work with the NGO, and hence we can increase the capacity of the manpower that the NGO currently has. This will also enhance cross-cultural collaboration, and also innovation will be a good innovation will be if innovation will come in. So and the third part was end-to-end digital integration, which is using data analytics and machine learning to identify patterns, uh, so that decision making can be improved for these organizations. So as we know that every company is adopting the latest technology, that is AI. So so we can use data analytics and other monitoring tools to leverage digital media, and also using social media platforms for crowdfunding and enhancing awareness. And also this can help monitor the performance or impact that the NGO is creating. So another point was that we can develop a virtual reality or augmented reality performance or experience for donors who want to help and support the NGO in their journey. And these testimonials can be uploaded on the website, where we can showcase how we are impacting the lives of these farmers, and how the NGO is moving towards a sustainable goal. So, so in this slide, we are explaining the strategies that we have discussed, and the impact that it will have on the following factors. So hybrid mix of funding portfolio source. So when there's a hybrid mix of funding portfolio, there will be a lot of growth in fund, as you can see, and community based enterprise solutions will also be active. So stakeholder engagement will be high when there is when there is a idea of growth, sustainability, and inclusion that coming in. And tie-ups with ESG compliant firms will also get in more stakeholders and create awareness. And then obviously environmental impact will be monitored with the second and third uh, idea. And volunteers engaged will also be high when we are partnering with ESG compliant firms, and when there is community based enterprise solutions coming up. So this is like a slide which shows us the KPIs and what impact it has with every strategy coming in. So these are some of the references used. Thank you.